So the last one we're going to look at, so we've looked at rings as a generic kind of container for things. We've looked at more specific ones in terms of scales, chords, octs. We've looked at ramps, lines, balls. And the last one that we're going to look at here is the range. So the range is very much like the line one that we looked at. Again, we'll set it up so that it will have a specific sort of identifier of the type of container that we want to use. And we're going to have a start number. Let's say it's 0. Let's say that the destination number is 5. And then what we have is this idea of step again. So we want to go up. Let's say that we want to go up in 0.5. And then you have inclusive, which is basically true, false. Right? And we've not really sort of done this very much, but let's do puts. If we want to see what the value is, and it will turn up in this window here, we go puts my range. We can see here that we've got values 0.0, 0.5, 1.0, 1.5, 2.0, 2.5. Right? So that gives us an indicator of what the range is doing. But we can, we can create step sizes that skip over in tens. So we can create range sizes that skip over in tens, let's say. We can see here 0.0, 10, 20, 30, 40. It starts to shift into decimals with a trailing 1, which you can't really detect. So we can use the range parameter to in a kind of a variety of ways. So let's consider the range parameter between 0 to 1, and let's say that the step value is 0.1. Right. So what we're going to do here, let's just call it player. Let's say it's sleep 0.25. Give it the end here. So we play a note. Let's say we play 60. And then for the amplitude, we're going to use my range dot tick. So what should happen is the volume should move from 0 to 1 in steps of 0.1 and then reset itself back to 0. Let me bring the release down. So you can hear what's going on there in terms of the tick. But again, if we wanted it to be variable, we could use choose. And much like in previous examples, let's say that we have a default value for amplitude. Let's say the default value is 0.5. And then we add my range dot tick. Because it never gets to 0, there's always some volume in there. We now start to use this my range as a kind of an accented value. And again, if we change it to choose, Some values pop out, some values less so. Let's change that to 0.2. So that's half as many values, because we get between 0 and 1, we're going up in steps of 0.2. So if we change this to 2, so you can hear now little bit of distortion that starts to creep through. So that's using range. We can use that to manage amplitude, so that it can go from 0 up to whatever. We can also use it as a kind of an accent. So we can do something like that as well. Okay, until next time.